I'm just gonna say it. There's a whole lot of monkey business going on, and it smells very fishy. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Zach, the Wretched Watchman, and I'm bringing you a little bit of news when it comes to this emphasis being put on monkey. There's just a whole lot of stuff coming out monkey lately, which is just, I find it very curious. And timing of some of this stuff, as well as names and stuff, are interesting, to say the least. Again, I've made it known that I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe that there is a such thing as coincidence personally. And so when I come across something that just seems a little too coincidental for me, I kind of start scratching my head a little bit. And so there's a lot of emphasis when it comes to monkeys. So there's a couple things that I want to point out when it comes to this. And so we'll get to like the monkeypox thing in a second. I want to point out first what's going on in the Sugarland, Texas area with one of the Hindu temples going on, where they have created, they just erected, I believe it's the third largest statue in all of the United States. And it's of a Hindu monkey god called Hanuman. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And you can find this all over the place. There's so many news outlets reporting on it. But we can see here a 90-foot Hanuman statue inaugurated in Texas. And it says a 90-foot tall statue of the Lord Hanuman. Lord, yeah, I hate saying that. There's only one Lord. Get out of here, monkey. Of Hanuman, named the Statue of Union, was inaugurated on August 18th in Houston, Texas. He goes on to say a significant event took place in Houston, Texas, where a grand Worcestershire sauce. That's the best I got, guys. Ceremony has held to inaugurate a 90-foot tall statue of Hanuman on August 18th. The statue, named the Statue of Union, stands as the third tallest, yes, so third tallest in the United States, according to latestly. The Statue of Union has been built at the Sri Ashtalakshmi Temple in Sugarland, Texas. It symbolizes Hanuman's important role in reuniting Sri Rama and Sita, two key figures in the Hindu epic Ramayana. The project was brought to life under the guidance of, not even going to say that title because that's not true, Sri Chinajira Swamiji. Man, I'm butchering this. Who envisioned this statue as a beacon of spirituality and devotion. Yeah, definite paganism going on here. According to the Statue of Union's website, this is the tallest statue of Lord, again, I don't want to say that, Hanuman in North America, representing strength, devotion, and selfless service. The website emphasizes the statue's purpose as a spiritual epicenter where people can find peace, solace, and path to spiritual growth. The statue, made of Panchaloha, traditional mix of 5 metals, stands tall and radiates a sense of hope, strength to those who visit. No, not in my eyes. Hanuman is a central figure in Hinduism, often worshipped for his strength, loyalty, and devotion. He is usually seen in shrines dedicated to him or as a revered figure in temples devoted to Lord Rama. The story of Hanuman has been shared and adapted by various cultures, with its earliest version found in the ancient Sanskrit text, the Ramayana, written by sage Valmiki. Okay, that was a mouthful to try and get through that with all those names and stuff. Now, when it comes to Hinduism, it's really, I have high praise for those who can actually even remember half the stories and names of all the thousands of gods and different avatars that they have and who's with what and the stories and stuff. It is just a storybook upon storybook, and how people are able to put faith in that, that's just beyond anything in my mind. But Hinduism is a hard one to study. It's something that I've really looked at a lot of years, looking at and reading, and I still have a hard time remembering some of the stuff. But what I do remember of this guy, Hanuman here, is he's half man, half monkey, and he could be, according to the different texts that I read, he could be an avatar of Shiva. And again, I've talked about how Shiva is going to be a part of the different cycles, the 4 different cycles, and that's going to Shiva is going to be the answer of coming in and basically bringing death and doom to all those upon the earth and cleansing it. I've talked about that in the Aliens and Demons series that I've done, and how that's part of the answer for that religion in order to bring this one world religion together, and the answer for of course, what we know post rapture into the day of the Lord, that time there where it's just going to be death, hell, and God's judgment upon the earth. And so it's possible that this monkey god here is the avatar for that. But again, what we have going on here is a extreme launch and extreme embracing of more paganism within the United States. Now, I've talked about how the entire United States is flooded with paganism all the way around. The construction of the buildings within Washington, D.C., along with just like the Washington Monument. I've talked about that stuff. The Statue of Liberty, I've showed how that's also it could be a reference of the divine feminine, as well as transgenderism, going back to Sybil and Addis, because we've talked about how they found the Addis sculpture, and it looks identical to Lady Liberty as we would know her. And so there's paganism all over the place. The temples and the buildings, the symbolism everywhere on just even things like the money that we have, and as well as the different symbolism, even with the presidential seal and stuff. It just goes all over the place. And remember, part of why this country was founded was to have religious freedom. And so having the ability to practice whatever religion that you want, all the false religions, you have that right to do that here. But where I've got my emphasis, I'm not necessarily going to say a problem, but where I've got my emphasis on this is the fact that they created a monkey god as the 3rd largest statue in all of the United States. And so it just shows the direction of where we're going, embracing total paganism, total satanic agenda, Luciferian agenda, as we progress further along in these last days and the end times that we're in right now. And so when we get to this, monkey, let's talk monkey here. Now, it says this was inaugurated August 18th of this year. Now, let's go back to August 14th, and let's take a look at what was declared by the WHO, the WHO. It says, the WHO declares Mpox or monkeypox virus a public health emergency of international concern. That was on August 14th. We can even see here the text or the tweet here from Mr. Tedros, Tedros of the WHO. He said, today, the Emergency Committee on Monkeypox met and advised me that in its views, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The WHO is on the ground working with the affected countries and others at risk through our country and regional offices, as well as with the partners, including the Africa CDC, NGOs, civil society, and more. So why am I bringing this up, specifically the date? Well, 4 days earlier from the inauguration of Mr. Monkey Man there, we get the international declaration. But on top of that, there was a new show that premiered also on August 14th called Bad Monkey. And you can see that the first episode of the first season, the show premiered August 14th, and the name of the show is Bad Monkey. There is a whole bunch of monkey going on all around the same time. And I find it fascinating that the WHO would declare an international emergency for monkeypox the same day that the show Bad Monkey also premieres as well. Now, some people might be looking at me going, dude, you seriously need to take the tinfoil hat off. But again, I'm somebody who does not believe in coincidence. And when we have things like this, I find it fascinating because remember, the Luciferian cabal who's in control of all this stuff is required to tell us ahead of time what they're going to do. And these coincidences don't just pop out of thin air. I'm not going to sit here and say that there's really anything more that I know of or any more in depth. I just found it fascinating that all around the same time, we got Mr. Monkey Man being inaugurated. We got Hanuman, that's Monkey Man there. The international thing, health emergency for monkeypox, as well as this. And coming along with it, I got one other thing that I want to show you that I find fascinating, because many people put a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders. Again, I think he's still more of a puppet than somebody who's actually in control, but he has been used in many areas to get things done. Speaking of this monkey man, Hanuman, let's hear from Obama.
This is a Hindu little statuette of the monkey god Hanuman that a woman gave me. The reason, if I feel tired or I feel discouraged sometimes, I can kind of reach into my pocket and I say, yeah, that's something, that's something I can overcome because somebody gave me this privilege to work on these issues that are going to affect them. I better get back to work.
Anybody really surprised that Obama's got a little statuette of a monkey Hindu god in his pocket that he embraces and uses for comforts and energy and all that stuff? Again, I've talked about how all that is all wrapped up into the fake religion, the false religion, the mystery religion that is being used to guide this country and this world and this beast system and these religious systems, and she's wrapped up in all of these things in order to make this agenda happen that we know is going to happen when we read into Revelation 17 and so on and so forth. And so it should come as no surprise that Mr. Obama carries around Mr. Monkey Man in his pocket. And we now see third largest statue. We see monkeypox and what's going on with that. Bad monkey coming out at the same time. It's just fascinating. Again, a lot of people chalk that up to that's a lot of coincidence. And I sit there and go, I'm not on board with that. So we just got to see what happens with this. Another thing that I'm looking into, I don't have anything to verify it, so don't take this as the truth or factual things. I just thought I'd throw it out there to let you guys know there's apparently a connection, because I know a lot of people think monkeypox has to do with gay relations, to say the least, but there seems to be a possible connection between monkeypox being actually connected to an autoimmune disease. And I've seen some stuff from various doctors as well as dermatologists saying that the same bumps that are being declared monkeypox are actually the same bumps that you would find in an autoimmune disease. And as we know, after the 2020 stuff, after the stuff, the warp speed stuff that was all spread around, part of that has to do with knocking down people's immune systems. So I just thought I'd kind of throw that out there and see maybe there's a connection there, but I don't know for sure. So just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm just going to go ahead and leave you here with that. Just kind of a weird thing when it comes to monkeys smelling fishy to me. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Maranatha.